As the hunt for Gaddafi continues, NATO say they're using all the surveillance tools available to find him. One vital piece of equipment is the Sentinel R1 reconnaissance aircraft crewed by 5 Squadron. It currently is based at RAF Akrotiri in Cyprus. Our reporter Cath Brazier joined them in the skies over Libya for a 12-hour exclusive sortie.
When I arrive at 906 Expeditionary Air Wing HQ, last-minute engineering checks are being carried out as tonight's Sentinel crew receive their mission and safety briefs. This is routine, of course, but each trip is subtly different. It's the early hours of the morning when the crew walk out to the aircraft, and I join them as we take off into the night sky. Next stop, the no-fly zone. Sorties like this one normally last up to 12 hours, the large majority of that time spent in the skies just north of the Libyan coastline. With the flight deck looking after the aircraft's course, that leaves the airborne mission commander and the 2 image analysts free to collect vital information from the ground. Today's mission is to look for pro or anti-Gaddafi convoys or potential points of interaction and then report those back to Operation Control. The AMC Rob works alongside the 2 image analysts, Dave and Dino, in the rear of the plane.
Sensor 1, he's in charge of the imagery analysis and of the MTI analysis, and he's really running the collect and directing me as to where we need to be going next. And he has helped in our job with Sensor 2, and they really share the task. They'll split up the area. We collect over a very large area indeed, especially if it's busy. That's not really something that one man can do.
Through the darkness, the lights of Tripoli can be clearly seen. And not long after we arrive on station, we hear on the radio that fast jets have been tasked against targets to the south of the city, bringing home how real this all is. The Sentinel is patrolling almost 8 miles up. Even from these heights, the airborne standoff radar, ASTA for short, can produce images of startling clarity.
The aircraft has a dual mode radar. One mode is used to track vehicles and the other mode is used to take imagery on the ground. On board we can identify vehicles and potentially types of vehicles, but at the moment with the situation, especially over Tripoli and in Libya generally, it's very hard to pick out which side people are on.
Today's mission went really well. It was broken up into 2 parts. The first part of the mission was quite a bit quieter, but we were able to identify some changes of pattern of life. There's a route that's no longer being used, and we've passed that information on to other people so they can look and see why that route is no longer being used, see if there's some intelligence value in that. Secondly, we've also found a large convoy movements, or a pair of convoy movements, which we've passed on to other assets who have since been able to go on and positively ID what we've actually been looking at on the radar.
As we start to head home, there's a request from CAOC, Command Air Operations Centre, for the Sentinel to remain on station for an extra 15 minutes. After almost 10 hours in the air, what fuel they have remaining is a top priority.
We have an idea of a limit to which we would fly the jet to in the area concerned, knowing that we have enough fuel to get back legally with a sensible amount of fuel for diversion purposes and for any other reason which we might want to carry more fuel for.
What makes a successful mission for the flight deck? Is it the same as the guys at the back?
Landing.
Aided by co-pilot John, he does just that. But this just shows that good humour is essential on the flight. After all, these guys are on operations, it's a long old haul, and every minute counts. Squadron leader Hector Hillman has been officer commanding 906 EAW for the last 2 months.
People get on and there's lots of wit and repartee and rapport, still getting the job done, but just making it more fun for everybody whilst achieving the aim.
The Sentinel crew say that despite the ever-changing nature of their tasks, their overall role hasn't changed, that of protecting innocent civilians in Libya. The Sentinel itself never sleeps, but another crew will manage the next sortie. For this lot, it's job done and time for a rest, until they return to do it all again in less than 48 hours. Cath Brazier, Forces News, RAF Akrotiri.